Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we direct your attention to the field as we extend a very special welcome to the youth soccer teams joining us today. Walking out with the teams is the USA teams coached by Juan Gonzalez and Daniel Wolsey, and the Holland Rovers teams coached by Jerry Hertel. Sponsorship of the Youth Soccer Partnership is made possible through the generosity of the Soccer Stop Sportsplex. Hope College men's and women's soccer teams would like to thank them for their ongoing support. To the respective teams here this evening, we thank you for attending today's game, and good luck in your respective seasons.
Welcome to Van Andel Soccer Stadium. This is Hope College Sports Information Director Alan Babbitt here with the call of this MIAA match between the Hope College Flying Dutchmen and the Alma College Scots.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to
MIAA match. We'll get started here. The teams are lined up in midfield for the national anthem and pregame introductions right now. Set this match up coming up. Hope College looking to get a little bit of traction and get a little stop a slide that has the Flying Dutchman 3-9 overall and 1-6 in MIAA play. They are in 7th place in the MIAA standings with their win against Trine. Flying Dutchmen are 3 games out of the last spot for the MIAA tournament. Top 4 teams make it. Last year, Hope was able to rally, but a little deeper, able to rally and earn a spot in the MIAA tournament as the 4th seed. But this year, road's a little tougher, so they'll have some work to do. A win today over a very good Alma team would be a good start. The Scots entered today with an 8-3-1 record overall, and they are 4-2-1 in league play for second place coming into today. They only trail Calvin, which is yet to lose in league play, and it's 7-0. Scots earlier defeated Hope College 1-0 on Tuesday, September 13th. The second half goal made the difference for the Scots, and they were able to earn a league win.
The sophomore from Hudsonville, number 7, Jared Wonderjohn. The senior from Ada, number 8, Thomas Connerty.
4 one-goal losses for Hope this season, and 3 of them in MIAA play. Hope has also lost by 1 goal to Albion on the road and Olivet on the road. And then besides that, the league opener, Flying Dutchman fell 2-1 at nationally ranked Ohio Wesleyan in double overtime. Flying Dutchmen are back in the friendly confines of Van Andel Soccer Stadium after playing 4 consecutive games on the road. We will now pause and stand for our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Your officials for tonight's contest are Mr. Christopher Hawk, Mr. Christian Hawk, and Mr. Tom Sterling.
Our youth players visiting tonight. Grateful to have them part of this. Are exiting the field, so we are ready for this MIAA matchup. Let's set the matchup this season. Alma College is outscoring opponents by a 13-7 margin, while Hope has been outscored 23-13. Leading the Flying Dutchman is senior Alex Lindsay with 3 goals this season. He has 3 teammates who have 2 goals apiece: Devin Butler, Ben Hagman, and David White. And then we have single goal scorers: Christian Dalt, Holden Dipple, Sam Mason, and James Raymond. And Raymond has a team-high 3 assists. For the Scots, Noah Canlis is tops with 4 goals, also a balanced scoring lineup. Austin Gabris is with 2 goals, Kyle Kansman 2 goals, then 5 players with single goals for the Scots. Obviously their defense has been staunch this season. Hope will look to crack that here. On a beautiful, cool fall night at Van Andel Soccer Stadium. Red-orange sky behind us here at the Van Andel Stadium press box. A cool wind's been around all day. Was myself out with rocket cheerleading for football with my daughter this morning, and that was as cool as wind as I've felt so far. So we're definitely into fall now. The season has turned, and so has the MIAA season turned as well, heading into the second half of league play now. These 2 teams played each other in the league opener back on September 13th up at Alma. My Dutchman had grabbed the first goal and had a lead against Olivet in their last match, but Olivet answered with 2 second-half goals to send the Flying Dutchman to defeat. Hope works it back. Blair McCormick in goal for the Flying Dutchman. He's joined by James Raymond, Steve Binnig, number 4. Raymond's wearing number 3. Alex Lindsay, number 5. Ben Hagman, number 6. Jared Wondergem, number 7. Thomas Connerty, number 8. David White, number 14. Christian Dalt, number 15. Ryan Woodside, 21. And Sam Albritton, number 25. Garrison Mast in goal for the Scots. Number 4, Jake Geary. Number 6, Sam Fallardu. I'll work on that one. 8, Noah Canlis. 12, Brian Ganton. 14, Kyle Kansman. 15, Kei Yamamoto. Number 16, Austin Gabris. Number 19, Hebron Hine. 21, Kyle Farmer. And 22, Lucas Faust. Now that our starters is set, the Flying Dutchman have worked it up and have a corner kick. Looks like that's Alex Lindsay taking the corner kick, pointing to his teammates. Scott set their defense. The Flying Dutchman look to find a spot. Headed up in the air. Kick. Ball headed, middle of the goal. Scots are able to clear before David White is able to do anything with it. And we will have a throw in for the Flying Dutchman. Ball worked in the middle of the field. Drop pass over to Christian Dalt with the Scots on the clear. Of a throw in for Hope. Earlier today, the Hope College women's soccer team beat Adrian 2-0 here on their youth day. Elizabeth Perkins with 2 goals to lead the Flying Dutch. She now has 14 on the season, which is tied for the 4th most in team history, and has 28 career goals, which puts her 6th all time. Pretty remarkable career considering she's only played soccer for 3 years. Scott's push it in. Flying Dutchman look to get it out. Turnover hope, but the Flying Dutchmen give it right back. Little run for the Scots. And that's going to lead to a corner kick. Leave that set. Figure out who it is for the Scots in the corner. A little far away to see. They do a quick, not much of a kick. Turnaround shot blocked. Ball sent in by Hebron Hine. Scots work it back. Hine with the move. Shot wide. Flying Dutchman will be able to do a goal kick. Thanks to Lawrence and Vandersworth for their support of Hope College Athletics and this Hope College broadcast. Glad to partner again with them this season to bring you these live video streams. This is the 82nd all-time match between Hope and Alma. Flying Dutchman lead the series 63-14-4. But the Scots are 2-0-1 against the Flying Dutchmen in the last 3 matches. Kyle Kansman works it up. Field trying to find Kyle Farmer. Large high shot. Good run there by the Scots, but Austin Gabris with that kick. Baron McCormick works it over. Long kick, trying to get a run to Christian Dahl. Kyle Kansman is there defending. Kansman wins the one-on-one. Kicks it up. Alex Lindsay with the kick and gets it away to Hope. Dropped over to Lindsay. Lindsay with the move, centers. Blocked by the Scott defender. And Kei Yamamoto kicks it out of bounds. We'll have a throw in for James Raymond. Throw in over to Dalt. Dalt turns, centers. Could not find Jared Wondergem. Shot wide, out of bounds. Goal kick for the Scots. Yeah, the Flying Dutchmen have a unique schedule this year. They requested a change so that they could have a match on homecoming. And so they'll be back on the road this Tuesday at Calvin, and next Saturday at Trine, and then they're at home for 4 matches to finish the regular season, including that homecoming game against Albion. Lindsay tries to find Wondergem, but it's late, and the Scots. Jake Geary was able to clear it up. Ball thrown in to McCormick. He handles it with ease. Throw in Hope. Official makes James Raymond back up a step. Throws it over to Steve Binnick. Ooh, ball let through. Turnover. The Scots get it. Ball dropped to Kei Yamamoto. Brian Ganton gets it, but Flying Dutchman able to take it away. Cleared up to a running Dalt, but headed back by Lucas Faust. This is a game that's going to be won in the midfield. Who's able to create that one opportunity that leads to a breakdown and a goal. Ball launched forward to Christian Dalt. Touches, but easily cleared by Sam Faldero. Throw in for Hope. It's a difficult game to remain patient, but when you're playing a team that's as strong defensively as Alma is, it's really important. They do not give up many scoring opportunities, and you have to be ready to capitalize if one materializes. Dalt turns, heads upfield, tries to find, nice pass. Trying to hit Lindsay, but just a little bit out of his reach. Ten minutes now gone by in this NCAA match. Ball cleared back, and it'll be a throw in for the Flying Dutchman. Now, if you haven't, Hope fans, make sure you download the Hope Athletics Front Row app. You can get updates sent right to your phone on whatever Hope sport you want to follow. Could be everybody, like the victorious men's and women's golf teams, or football, or soccer. Just go to Hope Athletics on the App Store or Google Play. Header forward to the Alma goalie. Not a very hard shot, so an easy save for him. Be busy working on those updates this afternoon as the results started to come in. A great start. We got a breakaway here for the Scots. Good defensive play there, and that's going to lead to a goal kick for the Flying Dutchman. Great job by Ryan Woodside there to minimize that threat. Just search Hope Athletics on either App Store or Google Play, and you can be your choice with Hope Athletics updates. Again, a great day, NCAA Championship day for our Hope men's and women's golf teams. Women's soccer team victorious against Adrian here. Football team victorious at Alma, spoiling the Scots' homecoming. Christian Dalt with it. Christian turns. Ball over to Steve Benning. Steve works it up to James Raymond. Raymond, quick touch pass to Lindsay, just off his foot, but Alex is able to keep control, but ball lands at the feet. No one canless, but Hope swipes it right back. Lindsay up to Dalt. Dalt turns. Patient, sends it back to Thomas Connerty. Long shot. Foot on it by the Scots defender, and that is cleared. Ball still in play. Steve Bennick there with control. Gets it up to Ryan Woodside. Long pass. Nice job by Raymond to hustle over there before it went out of bounds in front of the Hope bench. Deep kick up to Christian Dalt. Dalt was able to get control of it. Nice ball through the feet of Lucas Faust. But the Scots able to come back and help. Raymond tries to get it forward. Ball kicked high, spinning, will stay in bounds. Bennig controls it, but Alma's Noah Canlis gets it. Players go back and forth, trading possession. And Alex Lindsay works it back over to Sam Albright. Approaching the 15-minute mark of this first half. Glad to have you along on a beautiful night at Van Andel Soccer Stadium. Alma gets it rush, but ball gets off the foot, and that'll be a goal kick for Hope. Still scoreless. Bennig drops it off to Raymond. Raymond tries to kick it, but it gets blocked. Brian Ganton, but Hope takes care of the scrum. Ball deep for a running weird Jared Wondergem, but temporarily held by the Scots. Pass off target. Scots get it upfield. Christian Dalt. Ball knocked away from him. Hope will control. Lindsay with possession. Lindsay, header right there. Great setup by Alex Lindsay. Finding Jared Wondergem for a sharp header. Alma goalie on target for it, and this game remains scoreless. Other MIAA action. Adrian is struck first against Calvin. They're playing tonight as well. That is the first goal the Knights have given up to an MIAA opponent this season. Foul on Hope. Nice crowd here on a cool fall evening at Van Andel Soccer Stadium. Deep ball into the heart of the Alma defense. David White's able to collect the rebound. Jared Wondergem drops it back. David White with it. David White tries to center, and that's going to be a corner kick for the Flying Dutchman. Looks like it's James Raymond trotting out to take the corner kick for Hope. On the opposite side of Hope's earlier corner kick. Nice arching shot, but headed away by the Scots. like that was Jake Geary with it. Hayward on the feet of Jared Wondergem. Shot blocked by the Scots defender. Another shot just wide. Good sequence there for the Flying Dutchman. But a staunch Alma defense would not allow a goal, so we remain scoreless. Flying Dutchman picking up the pressure. Alex Lindy with control, tries to get through Kei Yamamoto. But Kei is able to slow it up, and the Scots are able to clear. Now a Hope throw in. Also another MIAA action. Kalamazoo won 2-0 at Olivet today. And Albion won 2-1 at Trine. Got a foul. So Hope's going to get a free kick. Alex Lindsay and James Raymond. Raymond will walk away. This will be Lindsay's kick. Lindsay with the blast. But the Alma goalie, Garrison Mast, is able to see it all the way through. Whistle, and that will give possession to the Flying Dutchman. Nice header there by the Scots, Ryan Gatton. And now it'll be a throw in. Good cleaning effort there by the Flying Dutchman defense. And they'll reverse field. Up to Christian Dahl. Christian is always hustling, very good speed. And that time he got caught in a scrum. Called for a foul, and that will give near the midway point of the first half. A header, but it falls harmlessly to Blair McCormick. Ball up to Jared Wondergem, a header. Gets it right back. Jared on the run up the sideline. Jared looking to center, stops. Crosses over to Alex Lindsay. Ball was deflected by an Alma defender, so it'll be a throw in for Hope. You could tell that because Alex peeled right off when he saw the ball was going to go out of bounds. Raymond on the throw in. Had it over, tried to get it Wondergem. Sending back for Dalton. Nice touch to David White. Just off his foot and goes harmlessly wide. Nice job, a nice chest pass there by Christian. Left it for his teammate.
Entering the lineup for the Scots, number 24, Josh Carroll.
Substitution for the Scots. Josh Carolyn in. And he'll take the place of Kei Yamamoto. Nice job there by Steve Binning to step in front of that pass. Let the Flying Dutchman give it back. Scots get the throw in. Flying Dutchman doing a good job so far, not letting Alma have any sustained pressure. Lindsay up to Dalt. Lindsay gets it back. Makes a move. Turns, trying to get a kickoff. Shot, save. Good charge by Alex Lindsay. Nice low shot. Garrison Mast got a clean look at Alex and was able to move right in position. Scots get it up, but off the foot of Kyle Farmer. And a throw in for the Flying Dutchman. Raymond looks. Gets the ball to David White. Pass just a little bit behind. Back to David. Jared tries to center, stopped by the Scots. Over to Steve Benning. Steve sends it back to Sam Albritton. Jared Wonder Gem with the charge up the corner, works the middle field, knocked down. Or fell down. Either way, no call. Unfortunate break there for the Flying Dutchman. Christian Dalt got run over. But no, and run over in the box, but no call. Deep kick for the Scots. Headed forward. Alertly headed by Sam Albritton to his goalie, who was able to pick it up. If he doesn't head it there, the goalie's not able to use his hands. David White corrals. Looks to get around an Alma defender. Works it over to Ryan Woodside, over to Sam Albritton, and the Flying Dutchman will reset. Woodside by the anchor. Tries to work it over to James Raymond, but stopped right by Genton. Hope defense very timely today, not letting the Scots really put together any runs. And that'll be a foul on Josh Carolyn. A little tug of the jersey. And so Hope will get a chance to make a run. Officials move the ball back. It'll be Raymond with the deep kick. Arcing over to Jared Wondergem. Tries a touch. Over to a teammate. Wondergem gets it back. Drops it off down the side. Ball into the Alma goal area, but cleared by the Scots. Very good possession for the Flying Dutchman today. Those loose ball situations, they're getting the ball on their feet and getting control of it. Dark sky now descending on Van Andel Soccer Stadium. Got a throw in. Before that, a substitution for the Scots. Number 7, Evan Shirkey. And number 9, Tyler Rabb. In for Alma. And taking a breather, it looks like number 12, Brian Ganton, and number 19, Hebron Hine. 15 minutes left here in the first half. You're still scoreless. Dalt tries to find a streaking teammate, Jared Wondergem, but pass is just too far out in front of him, and that's a throw-in. Alex Lindsley tries, gets it up to Ben Hagman, but the Scots clear it back. Stephen Bigning heads it forward. Loose ball. Won by Kyle Farmer. Sam Faldero able to get the ball off. Getting a little chippy right now. Both teams, albeit for different reasons, are really hungry to get this win. Possession will remain with the Scots. Kyle Farmer on the throw-in. No, Kyle will drop it down, and Sam Faldero will be the one. Jared Wonderdam streaking up the east side of Van Andel Soccer Stadium. One-on-one, drops it off to David White. Scots work it back. That's Thomas Connerty with possession right now. Ball kicked over the fence and out of bounds. We're going to have a substitution for the Flying Dutchman.
Substitutions.
Number 9, Dalton Brousseau, freshman. Number 11, Jordan Ernst, a freshman, in for the Flying Dutchman. They will take the place of Jared Wonderdam and Christian Dalt. Flying Dutchman keep it deep in Alma territory. Centering. Ball kicked around. Almost got to Alex Lindsay, but just out of his reach. And it harmlessly goes east to west. And so now with 11 and a half minutes remaining, the Scots will push it forward. Foul called on the Scots. Errant pass sent back into Hope territory. Ball will go out of bounds for a Hope throw in. Turnover there by the Scots, so that's a throw in for Hope. James Raymond tries to line up his teammate. Gets it over to Alex Lindsay. Ball kicked out of bounds. Throw in Hope. Be Raymond again. Lindsay fights with Sam Falderow for possession. Ernst turns. Kicks it off Falderow, and that'll be a corner kick for the Flying Dutchman. Kick in, header. And that goes out of bounds off the Alma defender. Nice kick there, just a little bit too high. Flying Dutchman not able to do anything with it, but they'll get another corner coming from the opposite side. Shot in, header, and oh boy, just goes wide left by a couple feet at most. Open able to get anything on that, and it could have been a goal, but instead we remain scoreless. 8.5 minutes remaining. Dutchmen have had 5 corners today, really been the one generating the offense. Ball's kicked out of bounds by the Alma goalie. We're going to get a substitution. In for Hope is Devin Butler, and he will take the place of Alex Lindsay. Good to see Devin on the field. Been through a share of injuries, including a stretch this season, but he's been he provided an early spark for Hope. David White with it. Cleared away, but Ryan Woodside picks up the loose ball. Tries to find Devin in the corner. Devin sends it. Header wide by Ernst. Good quick setup for Hope. A little far out to get a strong enough header, but a nice setup play regardless. Cleared away by Thomas Connerty. Scots turn it now. Off the crossbar. Dangerous play there for the Flying Dutchman. And another high shot. Two excellent chances for the Scots. Flying Dutchman caught a break. The first one hit that crossbar. Came back into play, and it led to another chance. McCormick had come out to his goal to try to clear it, but that left him vulnerable. Unfortunately for the Flying Dutchman, they were able to escape trouble. It's the best chances of the night for the Scots. Good. An own goal for a clearing attempt by the defense. And the ball looted in an unfortunate situation there for the Flying Dutchmen, who find themselves down 1-0 now, 4:41 left. Just an unfortunate break. Goalie was coming out and the defender passed it to him. Up to Ornst. Just high. Flying Dutchman very close to a much needed equalizer. Great hustle by Blair McCormick trying to get back to that ball, and he slid to try to kick it before it went into the goal, but he just could not turn it enough. Tough break for Hope. They'd really been dominating play in this first half. Got to get a substitution in now. Kyle Costigan in for the Scots, and he will replace Kyle Farmer.
Number 2, Kyle Costigan.
Inside 3 minutes left here in this first half. Another substitution in. That'll be number 17, Zach La Rochelle.
Entering the lineup for the Scots, number 17, Zach La Rochelle.
And he will take the place of number 7, Evan Shirkey. Looks like we're going to have a yellow card. Not sure what was said, but it caught the immediate attention of the official. No confusion there. Substitution allowed to come in, number 20, Johnny Wilson.
Substitution. Entering the lineup for the Scots, number 20, Johnny Wilson.
We believe that yellow was on number 16, Austin Gabris, but we'll confirm that at halftime. Austin Gabris will be coming out along with Johnny Wilson. Clock will be reset back to 2:20. Foul on Hope. One 0 our score. Favor of the Scots. Nice high shot, but over the goal. So that'll be a goal kick. And now Johnny Wilson will enter the game for Alma. Halftime now, Calvin is down at Adrian, 1-0.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Raymond moves it up. Devin Butler sends it to the middle. .30 seconds left here in this first half.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's going to do it for the first half.
At the end of the first half,
Very strong first half, other than one mistake back in the defensive end that led to an own goal. And that's where we're going to have it now. We're going to have a 15-minute break here for halftime and then come back with the second half of this MIAA match here at Van Andel Soccer Stadium. Thanks again for Lawrence and Van der Zorch for sponsoring Hope College Athletic Streaming. And we will be back with you shortly with the rest of this MIAA contest.
4 seconds left in this contest, down by 3.
Fellas, that's a great effort to get back where we are. Well, looks like we got 4 seconds. We got to have a 3. It can't be a 2. We're down 3. And here's what we're going to do. Judge, you're going to make this and we'll win the game in overtime.
With 4 seconds left in this contest, down by 3.
Fellas, that's a great effort to get back where we are. Well, looks like we got 4 seconds. We got to have a 3. It can't be a 2. We're down 3. And here's what we're going to do. Judge, you're going to make this and we'll win the game in overtime.
Well, he was always never into video games, always outdoors, always very active, and just an awesome kid to watch him grow up. Fishing, hunting, and just always interesting play.
First time I met Wade was in boarding school my junior year, and he was just known around campus as the wittiest, wisest, youngest, oldest dude you could probably know.
I was kind of skeptical of college. You know, I wasn't really sure. I knew that I really liked to play lacrosse, and I liked wrestling a lot too. And I was definitely ready to be done with prep school and all of that. So I was ready for the next step, but I wasn't exactly sure what that was going to look like yet.
Yeah, I was recruiting Chase, Edgar, looking for midfielders, and Chase recommended Wade, and so they were sort of coming as a package deal. So it was nice to get him. It was nice to get him. We're excited about having him.
I thought I got cut in half because I couldn't feel my body, and it was just like the most like time just like stood still. And I just remember like my entire body was really cold, and then I tried to stand up, but I just fell over immediately. And on the third story of this house, they were putting in a really big single pane glass window, so they needed a bunch of guys to help them get it to the level that they needed it on. And so I was, in order to do this, normally they have a platform with some sort of like a forklift or a man lift or a scissor lift, something like that. So the operator of the forklift put the platform on, which is normally tied down by 2 chains and a lever in the back, and he forgot to tie it down to secure it correctly. So myself and 2 other guys got on the platform and were holding the window, and we were being lifted up, and we got there, we set the window in place, tacked it down just with nails, and we put the caulking around the outside of it. And one of us shifted just the wrong way, and it tipped the entire platform off and pulled the window out of the frame at the same time. So we all pretty much started falling, and I remember thinking to myself as I'm falling that I need to get away from the platform. So I tried to jump away from it. And as I did that, there was a concrete like barrier wall at the bottom, and I'm pretty sure, I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I bounced off of that when I landed, and then I rolled on the other side of it into, like a pile of dirt, and then the platform landed and then rolled right over top of me, and I'm pretty sure that's what did the most damage.
I got an email from the admissions office, like everybody did. I got the same email, and I saw the name, and it just stopped me cold. I mean, I couldn't believe it, it was unbelievable, really.
For the most part, I've felt pretty hopeless for a pretty consistent like 4 months at that point. The entire time I was in the hospital, really. It was probably the most horrific thing that has ever happened to me. I was afraid of letting myself stop caring about whether or not I lived or didn't, or whether or not my quality of life was ever, reinstated, or whether or not my life would ever get better. So I guess a big part of me getting through that was just kind of being patient, really. I mean, there's nothing that will make you become patient like waiting in a hospital bed for your legs to start moving or for your back to stop screaming in pain, right?
It was quickly apparent to me that Wade and I were pretty compatible. We bonded over some Ernest Hemingway quotes and books. He sent me, back and forth. We're texting or we're emailing, and he's sending me some things that were inspiring him. And I jumped on the Hemingway stuff because I studied that when I was here at Hope, and so traded some books back and forth and some suggestions, and so it was pretty neat. We had an instant language with one another, and it was it's just like talking to an old friend after a couple weeks.
He would try and text or call me probably every day when I was in the hospital. And the guys on the lacrosse team, some of which I had met, some I hadn't, they were always messaging me on Facebook or sending me emails or texting or calling me, and that was awesome. Just kind of knowing that I had something in a place like Hope where I hadn't really spent a lot of time or I hadn't really established myself. I had all of these people that really cared.
We could tell from what Coach was saying and the things that we were seeing that Coach was showing us that this guy was something special. And before we even met him, we were already taking him into the family. And that's something I've noticed about the team this year is we're really close. We have our struggles, we have our difficulties, and mountains we got to climb over, but we're doing everything together. And I think Wade's played a huge role in that.
I remember I got a massive packet of letters from an accounting class of just all these people that I have never even met, writing me letters about, staying strong and how much they're thinking about me or they're praying for me. And that kind of stuff really made made all of the difference. It's kind of like in order to be strong or in order to get through something, you kind of need something to be strong for, you know. So in a lot of ways, the lacrosse team and Coach Chanel's and pretty much the whole Hope community kind of gave me something to hang on to, something to look forward to, you know, so kind of in a lot of ways something to live for.
Everybody calls it the grind, the grind, the grind, and it's not a grind, fellas. This is what we wanted to do our whole lives, and here we are having an opportunity to do it, and so we're loving it, and so that's been the biggest impact that he's had on us, is just to put things into perspective for us and to make sure that, you know, we're there for each other as teammates. Everybody has each other's back, and everybody's smiling and playing. You know, this isn't work. This is play.
I could tell the team didn't really have like a common ground to stand upon, and Wade immediately brought that together. I mean, you can ask Coach and every other player on the team that there's something different this year between the guys, and I feel Wade is a big factor in that.
I think that Wade is such a refreshing addition to Hope because you see him everywhere. He's all around, in JP's, LJ's, wherever, and he just is so generous with his time. He listens to people. He cares.
The normal transition from high school to college is not what Wade unfortunately had to experience, but Hope it couldn't have been a better school for Wade, no doubt. And we really appreciate that as a family. I know my wife and I and his sisters really appreciate him and being here.
And it's clear that he's been through a lot. He's had his struggles, but you know, everyone goes through their struggles, and I think Wade has really helped the team in their personal lives and, you know, outside lacrosse to overcome a lot of challenges, and just whether it's daily or, you know, big picture stuff that maybe some of us don't even know about. I think he's really inspired us in that way.
I think that the most courageous thing about him is that he says that this is hard and that some days he doesn't know what's going to get him to the next day. I think that that is the most courage I've ever seen someone say.
He told me when he had the accident, Dad, I've had one bad day. One bad day in his life. So that day's over, and this is a new day.
Courage to me would be believing in yourself against all odds.
A man can be destroyed.
Back here at Van Andel Soccer Stadium, a minute and a half away from the second half of this MIAA match between the Hope College Flying Dutchmen and the Alma College Scots. Alma leads 1-0 thanks to an own goal by the Flying Dutchman. Clearing attempt back to the goalie. Caught the goalie out of position. And despite a desperate attempt to keep it from going in goal, it ended up there. So the Flying Dutchman will have to overcome a 1-0 deficit here in the second half. Hope really had a nice effort, created a lot of scoring chances, but just not able to convert. Really controlled much of the attack. Especially early. So the Flying Dutchmen should have the confidence that they're able to create scoring chances and be able to draw that equalizer. Just a matter of breaking through. Sometimes when it's struggling, it's just a matter of getting that one play that gives you that spark and that confidence. But you got to go out there and get it. See, Alma has a lot to play for too, looking to hold on to the number 2 spot in the MIAA standings here at the start of the second half. A lot of soccer left in MIAA play, but a short period of time. 1 month to go before we have the MIAA tournament, and you got to be in one of those You got to be a top 4 seed to make the MIAA tournament now. No second chances with pulling an upset. If you're not in that top 4, you are done for the year. Ready to begin the second half. Looks like both goalies, Garrison Mast for Alma on your right and Blair McCormick from Hope on your left, are ready to go. Wait for the referee's whistle, and we are underway. Ball moved over to Thomas Connerty. Picked up by Ben Hagman, pressured by the Alma's Kyle Kansman, but the Flying Dutchman able to get it back. Flying Dutchman do face a challenge. An Alma team that's only allowed 7 goals this season in 12 matches. Touch out of bounds. Bad break for Hope. But the Scots give it right back with an errant play. Well, kept in bounds by Christian Dahl. Kicked, and it'll be throw in for Hope deep in the corner. Garrison Mass snags that ball out. Time. We got a time stoppage. Looks like we got an injured Alma player in the corner. Not quite sure what happened. Referee going back to check on him. Throw in for Hope. Good position by the Alma defender. Keeps Ryan Woodside from able to make a turn. It'll be a throw in Hope. Following Hope and back to the Scots for a goal kick. Alma with the charge. Cross blocked. Ball sent up, but out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for Hope. Ryan Woodside with the run. Alex Lindsay on the charge, but stopped by the Scots. Ball turned over by Hope. And that's going to be a yellow. The yellow on Steve Bennig, I believe. Five and a half minutes here into this second half. Ball headed. And that'll be out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for the Scots. Austin Gabris will do the throw in. Headed out by Steve Bennig. The other side of the field. Alma with the win of possession. Gets it centered. Ball moves forward up to Christian Dahl. Christian heads it forward. Why Dutchman look to recapture some of that magic they had early with possession and creating some scoring chances. Alma picked up steam, especially buoyed by that own goal. David White with it at midfield. Sends it over to Thomas Connerty. Connerty back to Steve Albritton. Up to David White. David White over to Dalt. Christian with the move. Flanked by two Alma defenders, and the ball is cleared out. Ball will roll out of bounds, so that'll be goal kick for Alma. Ball off. Ryan Woodside, so that'll be thrown for the Scots. They get it in quickly. Ball sent in deep, but harmlessly to Blair McCormick. Ball off, so throw in for Hope. Thomas Connerty sizes up, tries to find Christian Dull. Ball cleared out by the Scots. Dull pulls it out, works it over. Connerty centers. Foul on Hope. Dull trying to Ten minutes into the second half here at Van Andel Soccer Stadium. Ball off of Connerty, so that'll be throw in for the Scots. Oh, looking to get a quick change, but ball deflected. And the Scots Hebron Hine will clear. A lot of deep passing attempts by both teams. Connerty with the cross at the feet of Alex Lindsay. Alex trying to turn. Kicks deflected. Substitution. Kyle Costigan will enter for the Scots.
Number 2, Kyle
And he will take the place of Brian Genton. Sam Albritton touches it, or no. Excuse me, that was Stephen Benning touching up to Albritton. Ball at the feet of Connerty, works it back. Albritton sends it forward to Dalt. Pass over to David White. David just a little soft with that pass. Nice save by Albritton to keep it in. Gets it up to Dalt. No call there. No, Dalt knocked down. Offsides there. Deep pass, Dalt stops it. Very tough to get anything sustained going in this second half. Both teams have tightened their defense, pouncing on loose balls. If you don't maintain control, it is taken away from you. David White gets it forward. Jared Wondergym on. Gets on pressure and forces Kyle Kansman to kick it out of bounds. So throw in Hope. Here, 28:45 left in the second half. Got his time stoppage. Nice play there by Stephen Baining to keep that potentially dangerous ball from getting into Alma hands, or feet, excuse me. But a bad kick, and that turns it over. Shot, and that's goal. Flying Dutchman paid for turning it over. And they are now down 2-0 with 27:50 left. A perfectly placed shot in the right corner of the goal.
Alma goal scored by number 16, Austin Gabbery.
And that's going to make that makes it even a more difficult challenge for Hope. Alma, again, has given up just 7 goals this season. Now Flying Dutchmen are going to have to scratch 2 to pull even in this match. Lindsay turns, shot blocked. Throw in for Alma. Down in Adrian, the score is still 1-0 Bulldogs over the Knights. A little bit further ahead than ours, 18 minutes left in their match. Cross, and it goes out of bounds. That's going to be a yellow card for Christian Dalt. A little too hard on the attack. Ball cleared from Hope. Jared Wonderdam gets out off on the run. Brian Dutchman looking to first cut this deficit in half. Bad pass, and the Scots will get it. Cleared out, but it's throw in for Hope. Throw in for the Scots. Goal kick for Hope. Dalt shot and a foot of wonder jump. Oh, that would have been nice. Great effort. Jared just not being able to get enough of his foot on it to redirect it into the goal. 23 minutes left here. Tyler Rabb will enter the game for the Scots, replacing Kyle Farmer. Throw in Scots. Scots can afford to be very deliberate right now with a 2-goal lead. Substitutions now in for Hope.
Substitutions.
Number 10, Josh.
For the Flying Dutchman, number 10,
Josh Hageney. Number 11, Jordan Ernst. And number 12, Anders Nordheis. Jordan Ernst fouled from behind by Zach La Rochelle. And so the Flying Dutchman will get a free kick here. 20:40 left. Second half. Raymond, the shot. Great shot, but not able to get through traffic. Off the feet, Hageney, the rebound, but goes wide. Substitution in for the Scots now. Hebron Hine back in.
Entering the lineup for the Scots, number 19.
He'll replace Noah Canlis. Christian Dalt with it. Christian Dalt over. Centers. But cleared out. Connerty back in. Christian Dalt finds it at his feet. Quick shot. Hageney just a little bit too late. Garrison Mast scoops it up. And we will remain 2-0 Alma. 19:15 left. Jordan Ernst drops it over to Hageney. Chipped forward. Cleared out. And that'll be throw in for Hope. Thomas Connerty with it at midfield. Jared Wonderjam spins, works his way through. Trying to weave through traffic. Puts his shot up. Garrison Mast leaps to get it. Scots have done a good job making sure Garrison has kept a pretty good, clean eye on where the ball is, who's got it, and what kind of shots coming his way. 15:45 left here in the second half. Connerty gets it in. Jared Wondergem tries to deflect, but not able to. And the Scots goalie scoops it up. The ball cleared out, but that'll be a corner for the Scots. Substitution. Justin Johnson, number 3, coming in for Alma.
The line for the Scots. Number 3, Justin Johnson.
And he will replace Tyler Rabb. Blair McCormick out to get it before that corner turns into any trouble. Rolls it up to his teammate. Long pass. Adrian still leaves Calvin 1-0 with 6.5 minutes left. And the other MIAA match going on. Christian Dalt turns, shot high. Substitution again for Alma. Kyle Farmer back in for the Scots.
Number 21, Kyle Farmer.
And he will replace Hebron High. Out of the reach of Thomas Connerty. Turnover, Hope. Connerty with possession. Turns, sends it up. Christian Dalt. Christian turns and kicks it, but way high over the net behind the goal. And the Flying Dutchmen are on the road next week at Calvin on Tuesday and then at Trine on Saturday, both matinee games. 4 o'clock for the Calvin game and 2:30 for the Trine game. And then the Flying Dutchmen will conclude the regular season with 4 home games against Adrian first here for the Purple Games night, benefiting Van Andel Institute, and then Albion, and then Kalamazoo and Olivet. All 7 o'clock. Oh, excuse me. That Albion kickoff is at 3 o'clock, part of homecoming. David White makes the turn. Josh Hagney drops it, but cleared out to midfield. Pulling up everyone if possible, trying to do something to at least get that first goal on the board. Christian Dalt with it. Dalt with it in the corner. Kicks it, but easily cleared out by Justin Johnson. Ryan Woodside with it. Drops it off to Hagney. Connerty with it. Connerty gets it up forward. Alex Lindsay with it. Dalt shot and just wide. Substitution now for Hope. Ben Hagman back in for the Flying Dutchman. And Noah Canlis back in for the Scots.
Number 6, Ben Hagman.
Hagney drops to Dalt. Dalt over to Wonder Gem. Center. Cross header high. Good scoring chance there. Just could not get above the ball and get it downward. 7 minutes left here. Alma still leading 2-0. And that's a final from Adrian. The Bulldogs have handed the Knights their first loss of the season, 1-0. And so an opportunity for Alma to gain ground here with a victory. This Calvin's first loss in league play. They're now 7-1 overall in league play. First time they've given up a goal to an MIAA opponent this season, and the first time they have been shut out by an MIAA opponent this season. I mean, coming up next week in Hope College athletic action, a lot of volleyball. The Flying Dutch, ranked 5th in the country, will be home at Wednesday at 6:30 for a match against Olivet. And then they'll be hosting a Midwest Invitational this weekend, playing Friday at 4 o'clock versus Wheaton, Illinois, 8 o'clock versus Heidelberg, Ohio. And then on Saturday, they'll play Elmhurst, Illinois at 11 o'clock and Clarkson, New York at 2 p.m. And then we'll be back on here on Wednesday, October 19th for the women's and men's soccer Purple Games doubleheader. Women will play Olivet, the men will play Adrian, and that's going to benefit Van Andel Institute and the great effort they're making with biomedical research and science education. And that is the first loss in 41 games, or 42 games, for the Knights. That's a 41 regular season game win streak. Impressive one by the Knights, who are still in control of their league destiny. If that holds, they'll still have a 4-point lead over Alma. But we're just beginning the second half of league play, so there's 6 league matches left. A lot on the docket. A foul there. Looks like, yep, yellow card. Tug of the jersey there. So that'll be chance here, 3.5 minutes left. Alex Lindsay and James will be Lindsay the fake. Raymond the kick, shot. There'll be a corner for Hope, a great chance. So close a couple times. Header, shot, save. Good reflexes by Garrison Mast. Best scoring opportunity of the half for Hope. Goal kick for Hope.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining.
1 minute left here in regulation. Ball flicked away. Johnson will clear it, but throw in for Hope. Ball just off the feet of Wonder Gem. Congratulations to the Scots, who improved to 9-3-1 overall and 5-2-1 in MIAA play. They will remain in second place. Hope's going to fall to 3-10 and 1-7 in MIAA play.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there's the final horn, and there's our final. 2-0 Alma College with the victory this evening at Van Andel Soccer Stadium. Thank you for watching this broadcast. Thanks to Lawrence and Vanderswart for their support of Hope Athletics in this stream. And we will look forward to bringing you more action later this season. Next time we'll be on will be the video stream for the Purple Games doubleheader with men and women on Wednesday, October 19th. Thank you very much.